Nicolette?
I would laugh in his face, and then I would split the bill with him, and then I would never talk to him again. Because I don't ask people out on dates. So, like, that means, like, they asked me to go out, you know?
So you would laugh in his face. You'd pay the whole thing and never talk to him
No, I
again.
would not pay the whole thing. I would pay my half.
Oh, you'd pay your half. Okay.
Yeah, and I'd be like, itemize it.
The fuck? But that would be a deal breaker if...
Yeah, that's so, like, tacky, so embarrassing for them.
Tacky? It's tacky?
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
I mean,
invite a girl out on a date and they'd be like, all right, like, we're going to split the bill.
I mean...
There are such opposite answers here. Like, what is a guy supposed to do?
Well, let's keep going around the table. Give everyone a chance to answer.
So,
Go ahead.
Honestly, okay, so it's not like a deal breaker, but I say 99% of the time I would want the guy to pay for the date because that shows he's interested. He doesn't have to be like financially stable, but I would say like, okay, like if it's your first date with me and the vibe is good, you know, like if it was a one-time thing, we could split the bill, but I would prefer a guy like pay. So
You said that you want the guy to pay, that way you know he's interested.
Okay, yes, but also like a guy will spoil a girl when he's really into her. And it doesn't always have to be money. It can be flowers, it could be compliments, whatever, but I feel like it's better when the guy pays for the date.
I mean, couldn't you make the argument that it actually would show, in terms of if you compared men and women, if a woman paid for the date, that would actually show a much greater enthusiasm.
Well, true, but
Can
I
you
would
stop
also
fidgeting
feel,
with that?
I would also feel weird, like if I paid for the date, I don't want to feel like I'm too independent. Like I want a guy to be in control and like pay for the date.
Oh, okay. Sarah, what about you?
I mean, I would prefer if someone paid. Yeah, I would kind of, depending on like how much money he has, like it would just show some level of like investment. Like he can't take, it's also like someone can't take like tons of people out to dinner. So like that would show that maybe they're not dating like tons of, well, if someone has enough money, they could. But yeah, basically it would be a plus, but not a deal breaker.
It would be a plus, but not a deal breaker. Okay. Would it be like negative points though, if he wanted to split?
No, as long as it's like a place that we both agreed on, like
Sure.
equally. It's not like him making the entire plan and then choosing what I order too and then expecting me to pay for it. That would make me mad. But if it's like we come to the decision together where we're going and I get to like choose what I want, then I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mary?
I think that if a guy is interested in a sincere way and is looking for something serious, he will pay. And most guys aren't looking for something serious these days, so they don't.
I don't think a guy paying on a date is a very good metric for if he's serious or not.
True, because money's not everything, but it just tends to be chivalrous and gentleman, like, oh, hold the door open.
Chivalry.
Pay for your dinner.
Did you just say chivalry?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, whatever you call it, you know.
So what is chivalry? Like being a gentleman?
Yeah.
Traditional gender roles?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like LARPing as a provider. You're supposed to want to do that if you're a man.
Not in today's day and age. I think it's
I mean,
a no.
no, I'm not saying like all of these chicks that you go out with from a dating app are worth, the trouble. But if you're going out with someone that you think might be, then you need to show the initiative in that way.
Shouldn't the girl pay in those circumstances?
In what circumstance?
Because here's the thing, like a lot of men have had the experience or have heard about, for example, foodie calls, where a girl goes on a date. Rachel's laughing because she's done that shit.
Whoa, pause. No, I haven't.
Admit it.
I always either split, or if they offer to pay, I'll be like, no, let me pay. But
Okay.
if they really want to pay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's this term called foodie call where it's kind of derived from booty call, where women will go on dates to get a free meal. Additionally, women will go on a date for experience or just because they're bored. I guess I'll go on a date with him, not doing anything else. Sure, why not? Whereas men, if they're going on a date with you, they have we know ahead of time, like, we're interested. Whereas women, when they go on a date, they're like, let me feel it out. I need to decide, blah, blah, blah. So there's foodie calls, and then there's also just wanting a free experience. Maybe some guys are being fucking extra and taking you to the zoo and shit, taking you to play mini golf, taking you to a concert, spending $50, $100, $200 on the first date. So there's that component to it. Whereas if a guy goes on a date with you, it's pretty clear cut he's interested in you. He's not going on the date just to get some extraneous benefit like a free meal or like to go to a concert with you. Like he wants to, at the very least, sleep with you. At the very least, and having sex with someone is a equal value exchange. You're both participating in that. Whereas a guy paying for you on a date, that's a one directional value exchange. He's paying money. You're not paying money. He's
what you're
lost.
doing is like you're giving him your time and also your company. So if you're a nice, sweet,
They're giving their
feminine,
time.
pleasant woman, you are providing him
So
the
it's
company of
I
a
think
sweet
from
But
and
they're
pleasant.
giving their time too.
Good
Well,
point,
I
Rachel.
think from the get-go, as long as you're honest with the person, be like, you should be
There you
honest. Like,
go.
hey, if you're just coming for a free meal, then say that. If you're going to actually be interested and be on a date, make sure you tell them ahead of time. I
Yo,
feel like.
Carson, go to Google, search for woman who went on 6 days a week to save on her grocery bill.
That is crazy.
She should at least tell him.
I mean,
to
if
be
she's doing
honest,
that,
you
she's
know.
probably fat. So not really
Well, in any case, look,
dateable.
men are kind of waking up to the fact that women are going on like also it's just, and I know some of you are young, so maybe you haven't gone on a lot of like proper first dates where it's like a dinner date or like meeting for a drink or something.
Why would you do that?
Thank you, Carson. So
That is crazy.
woman,
That is
that on
not
social
OD.
media?
Yep.
That is not
six
OD.
dates a week to save on food. I didn't buy groceries for 2 years. Scroll
What
down.
the-
Carson,
I would
scroll
feel
down.
so guilty,
this real?
to be honest.
This
But
is
with
real.
all the
She
time
made a
that you
TikTok.
spent
Scroll
on
down.
those dates,
Down,
you
down,
could
down.
have been like
Get to the
doing
TikTok.
something
Yep.
lucrative with your
Hold on.
time.
So, when they say women are bad with money, but you used to go on 6 dates a week to avoid paying for groceries, between 2016 2018, I didn't buy groceries once, probably saved about 150.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that a
You can
few
close it.
times,
That's fine,
but
Carson.
I definitely don't recommend it.
You can just close that out.
It's so funny.
Close out the tab.
So
Close out the
bad.
tab. Scuffed. Oh, you scuffed it. Okay, it's all good. So men are waking up to this reality where not all women, but some women are going on dates without an actual genuine interest in the guy. So guys don't want to feel like suckers. So me personally, I don't think dudes should be paying. Also, the other reason guys should not be paying on first dates is the current dating landscape. Gone are the days of people just dating one person at a time. People are seeing multiple people, both men and women. But I think it's actually much more common for women to be dating multiple men at the same time. That's a game women play. Some men play that game, but most men can't.
I think that was before modern dating as well, though. Like women having suitors, being selective, but that's also when they were less sexually accessible
Well, yeah. Now here's
and more attractive.
to bring it back.
probably.
There was a girl 2 shows ago who, like I said, she's sleeping with 5 guys. She had one main guy, four side dudes, and she said, and then I was like having one night stands on top of it.
Yeah.
So like
That's
I
not
would
dating.
Yeah,
Finn.
like
That's just being a whore.
pretty much. I would not want to go on a date with a girl that is sleeping with another dude. I don't even want to pursue a girl who's sleeping with another guy. If you're sleeping with another guy, I don't care if it's just casual. I don't want to pursue you. I don't want to date you. I don't want to pay for your dinner. I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want anything to do with you. However, the dating landscape is both men and women, but I think more so women, they're sleeping with multiple people. They're dating multiple people. Like if
But
I
let's
find
get this straight. Do you mean dating is synonymous with like sleeping with the people that you're dating?
not
Because it
necessarily,
doesn't have to be that.
not
You
necessarily,
can just
but
be
honestly,
going on dates with people for the first time.
I don't even like that shit either.
I think it's important to stay loyal in the talking stage, to be honest.
Oh,
And I feel like you should
alright.
only date one person at once.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is like, because how are you going to know who you like more? But then you eventually will know, but I still feel like it'll be confusing and it'll be just like, I don't know, annoying. I feel like how can you divide all of your attention to one person and you really get to know them if you're seeing multiple people, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be confusing.
Well-
At least for
I
me, I get
agree.
confused.
I
you know?
agree.
Well, and also the other thing is I would say almost all women are capable of going on like 3 or 4 dates a week if you were so inclined. What? Disagree?
I wouldn't.
No, but capable. So
That's a choice.
able to do it. Rachel,
I wouldn't.
you
No.
wouldn't. However, well, if you were so inclined, Rachel, you could sleep with a new guy every single night of the week.
But I wouldn't.
But you acknowledge that you could, right?
If I wanted to,
Yeah,
yeah, but I don't want to.
sure. and I mean, to your credit, you're an attractive girl, but
Thanks.
so I don't know if you're. I'm not sure if your looks. Do you have a brother?
Yeah,
Older, younger?
older.
Does he slay? Is he got game? Is he good with the ladies?
Does
Does
he
he slay?
Is he good with the ladies? Is he the ladies man?
He's probably watching this.
Is he a Chad? Yo, what's his name?
His name's Jonathan.
Yo, Jonathan, you're a fucking legend.
Oh my god.
So is he a Chad?
He's not a Chad.
He's not a Chad?
He's very respectful and like
He's got a girlfriend or?
he has a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. R.I.P. in the chat for Chad. I mean, Jonathan. Okay. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is unremarkable average women. I'm not saying that you are, but I remember once I went on a date with this girl. Unremarkable. Like average looking,
Okay.
And she told me we had matched on Hinge. She had been on Hinge for 3 days. She had already had 2 dates before I had a date with her. She revealed all this to me on the date. And then she said, it was like a Wednesday or some shit, we hung out. Then she said, I have 2 dates planned for this weekend. I'm like, that's 5 dates in a week. I immediately,
Yeah,
wasn't
I wouldn't.
interested in
Yeah,
pursuing you
right.
then.
I
It sounds
don't-
like she wasn't interested
Or
in
she
a
was
relationship with
testing
you.
him.
I would have
Because
left the
why
date.
would you openly be like, I'm seeing multiple people?
well,
because
because
that's gonna.
I asked her, and
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, credit to her, she was honest, but
Honesty is important,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't see more than
She
one
was-
person.
yeah,
at
she
once.
I would leave.
you would leave?
I would leave the date.
If a dude was like, yo,
I'm seeing
Yeah.
another girl on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
not
like-
interested
If they don't
then.
want
But-
I'm
me,
not down for that.
then-
but here's the difference. So an average guy can't do that, whereas an average girl could fuck like a new dude every single night of the week if she wanted to.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Well, she would only do that if she
Yeah,
were mentally
fight
ill.
the system, Rachel, huh?
She would only do that if she were mentally ill, so it doesn't really matter.
She would only do that if she was mentally ill.
To hook up with a new guy every day, yeah, you got to be like actually crazy to do that.
Right, but I'm not saying they would do it, but they have the option. And so
Yeah, they do.
basically, but you have average women who have basically the sexual options of a male celebrity. So that creates a asynchronicity. Wait,
Incongruity,
I'm trying to async.
Big word.
Jesus Christ,
asymmetry.
I dropped out of college.
No.
In
No,
any
I think
case,
that's good.
so women have far more sexual options than men do.
Yeah,
Like it's absurd.
but that's not what
Absurd.
they value. They want to be committed.
Well,
to
I mean-
not fucked.
Yes, men and women's sexual strategies are a bit different, but because women have like a de facto abundance mentality. So an
Wait,
abundance mentality, like women
do?
women have abundance mentality. Women sleep with who they want, men sleep with who they can.
As far as their dating options, you mean?
Yes.
Because I feel like all the rest of the time they're operating on like scarcity mindset because they're constantly seeking security all the time. Like that's what women want, right? Security, resources, safety, provision.
No, but I'm speaking just in terms of suitors and options.
Yeah.
Even average women have an abundance of options.
For
Whereas
sex,
men,
not for committed relationships.
no, even for
though.
committed relationships.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I agree because you're supposed to only have like one soulmate. If everyone
Oh.
was meant to be with everyone, then nobody would be married, right? So I feel like,
Erroneous.
yeah.
Erroneous.
I think what he's
Soulmate.
pretty much trying to say is that most women will have like a line of suitors in their inboxes, right? Versus guys, if they go to their inboxes, they're not going to have like this whole slew of women there. There's just
It's
more
true. Yeah, it's true.
opportunities for women.
Well, just to keep things moving along, let's get to the next. What was yours again? I think we already touched
Split
on
the bill.
Oh yeah, we touched on that.